Hello YouTube, welcome to another and welcome to the last part of two guys talking about something that happened at E3. This time it is me and Mr. Maxwell again, but it's the Square Enix conference. And yeah, they just came out swinging.
Yeah, this was longer than I thought it was going to be.
It's much longer than we thought.
I thought it was going to be about as long as it was last year, which wasn't.
No, it may have been just as long, but there seemed to be a lot more for us to talk about.
Yeah.
So first things first, they did not keep anyone waiting. They instantly came out with the thing that exists that everyone lost their minds over. Final Fantasy VII.
The Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yep.
They showed us. They had a more in-depth look at the battle system.
Yeah. It seems to be a mix between Final Fantasy 12 and 15. They mix those two together.
By the looks of things,
it had the active battle system, which is basically a time bar going from left to right. Once it gets to the far right, you can actually do stuff. But while you're doing that, you could actually like slash around. So I don't know if that like you slash. I think they said basically it's like as you're fighting, it goes up. So it's not like on a timer or anything.
Yeah.
It's basically just as you're hitting things, you go up, and then you get once it goes up so far, you get to do things like use your magic, special skills, which I think they turned Braver into.
By the looks of things.
By the look of it, Brave is no longer a limit. It's a skill, and like your first limit is cross slash, which is quite interesting. I suppose it's like if you just went off the skill, if off like materia, there would be at the very beginning of the game at least very little on that menu for you to do.
Yeah.
The game still looks gorgeous. It looks absolutely beautiful.
It's a very pretty game.
Yeah.
The hair.
Yeah, and
the hair alone looks nice.
that hair. That's just. I mean, a lot of processing power goes into that hair.
Oh yeah, you can definitely tell. You could see the single strands for God's sake. It was, like, what the hell?
Still beautiful. I'm kind of on the. I want to say I'm on the fence. It's not as bad as my worst fears for the combat was going to be.
I quite like it.
Yeah, it looks kind of enjoyable, especially that they showed off. They finally showed off the best girl.
Finally showed off Tifa.
They showed off Tifa. Yeah, she doesn't have the ridiculous breast size that she did in the in the PS1 game, but it was going to happen. But it's not like the flat chested there.
I'm hoping, because what they said was like, because Barrett fights completely different to Cloud.
Yeah.
And obviously Tifa also fights completely different to the other two. What I'm hoping is like Tifa is more your like Devil May Cry combo sort of fighting.
I don't think it will be, but still, she looks like she's going to be really fun to play, which means whenever Tifa's in the party, that's who I'm only going to be.
Or if you use Tifa, it's like a beat 'em up sort of thing. So you put in little things and she does.
Maybe we'll see. Well, obviously,
it won't be that. It won't be that because that's a little bit too much. But I would like that. That'd be really cool. I would like that.
Yeah, each character has a different way of playing. That would be really, really cool. Also, with the battle mechanics, they showed off that you could tell everyone else what to do when their battle timer goes up to max. You can actually tell them. They showed off Barrett's big shot limit as well, which looked glorious.
It looked alright.
It looked fantastic.
It happened very quickly.
Yeah,
like you blinked and you missed it.
The one worry I have is like some of these big boss battle settings. The boss battle they showed was the Scorpion Guardian. I can't remember the actual name he has. Did a lot of things that didn't happen in the game. That he didn't,
it didn't.
Climbed on the walls. He was climbing on the walls. Like, no, he just stands there and just lets us hit him, and then don't hit him when the tail comes up.
Yeah, it didn't say the hit him while the tail.
Yeah, it didn't say that. It was like, you took that out. But the big thing I took from this, was they basically said the first part is Midgar, and it's going to be the size of it is literally like the size of 2 Blu-ray discs.
Which is if that's what they're going to do, and that's why it's episodic, fine.
Which means that there's a shit ton of
new stuff.
I hope there's a shit ton of new stuff that they put in. For like 30 hours sort of play if need be. There was a few things like there was a scene with Cloud on the bike with Jesse on his back.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, wait, he doesn't get the bike until they escape from Midgar. Yeah, but I'm just like, so obviously the story's going to get changed a little bit.
Yeah. It's going to be, obviously it's going to be expanded.
Yeah, they're going to expand.
I'm thinking the bit with Jesse on the bike is maybe after you've blown up the first reactor.
Probably.
So you kind of like, you got to remember in the original, you blow up the reactor and then
everyone splits up.
Everybody splits up and so maybe this is like it's just like in between bits.
And to be honest, it'd be nice because then you get to like, especially if they expand the bits between the end of the end of blowing up the first reactor to you, Barrett, and Tifa taking on the second reactor. If they expand on that bit, that'd be really, really good because then you get a bit more backstory you potentially could get some more backstory for Jesse, Wedge, and Biggs, which when at a certain point that event with the Sector 7 plate gets a bit more impactful and I mean it was done very, very well in the PlayStation 1 game in my opinion. It was brilliant. You really did. It was a good punch because you lose basically.
Yeah.
You lose. But yeah, it'd be more because you don't get that much interaction with them. But yeah, I'll be interested to see where they expand on the story, where they add stuff in. I'm trying to think where else could they potentially could add something else with Cloud and Aerith, maybe.
Yeah. You could probably, the bits where Cloud would get the voices in his head. You could expand those bits, so maybe give us cutscenes.
There was a cutscene with Sephiroth, and Sephiroth does in Final Fantasy 7. Sephiroth doesn't. I know I'm probably speaking to the choir here. Yeah, everyone knows what happened in Final Fantasy 7, pretty much. Anyone who cares, anyway. Sephiroth doesn't show. You never hear about Sephiroth until Midgard Tower and the president of Shinra.
Right, and you don't actually see him until the flashback.
Yeah, you do. You never. He doesn't actually show himself until way into the frigging game.
Yeah.
The cargo ship. Yeah, cargo ship from Junyan to Costa del Sol.
I'm going to be honest. With them doing this episodic, I'm not massively looking forward to the first one because I'm going to play the first episode, but it's not because like Midgar is cool and everything, but that's not my favourite bit. No. I'm waiting for Junyan because the music in that section is phenomenal.
Oh, Rufus's theme.
Yeah. And I just want to do the parade. I want to suck at the parade
so badly. Oh, I hope they don't take anything out. I hope they don't. All they do is add stuff that complements the story. That's all I want. I don't want them to remove any parts of it. I mean, there's the scene where Cloud and Aerith first meet each other, where instead of Aerith literally going, "What you doing? Hi. Oh, you want a flower?
Yeah.
There you go. Nah, I'm gonna go. Bye. There's a shit blowing up. Bye." And Cloud's like, "But wait, where are you going?" I want, and now it's like, oh, please save me, and then something comes around, some black thing comes around, and I don't know what that's about. That makes no sense. But I understand some scenes may get changed because in like a just to make it more sense. Like I expected that
there's going to be retcons.
Yeah, there's going to be retcons. I hope there's just not a lot of retcons.
Yeah.
Because I expect, for example, that scene where Cloud and Aerith first bump into each other. I expected a slight change in that. Aerith isn't like... Aerith is just literally like, there's shit blowing up around here. I want to go home.
Yeah.
You know, I need to get home. I really want to go home. So can you just like, you know, fine, here's a flower. But you know, we'll have to leave it till when it comes out for final judgments, because it's probably going to be very tight-lipped of what's been added.
Yeah.
We'll get a little tiny... 3rd of March. Make a date in your diaries, people. 3rd of March.
That's another day. That is another day that everybody's going to be taking sick day.
I may be booking that.
I didn't see my boy, though. I didn't see Red 13.
Red 13.
I was gutted. I really wanted to see Red 13. My boy.
I know. Well, this is the thing, right? The first part is the entirety of Midgard, which means it ends with you escaping from Midgard.
You know what that means, though?
Yeah.
We're not going to see Sid.
Nope.
We're not going to see Kate Sif.
Nope.
We're not going to see Yuffie.
Nope.
We're not going to see Vincent.
Nope.
Oh, God. Apart from...
hell. Vincent we may not see Vincent and Sid until part fucking 3.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Nibelheim's got to be in part 2, though.
I think we
getting to Nibelheim.
I think part 2 may end
after Junion.
Potentially after Junion or after Cosmo Canyon.
You think?
Yeah. I think so.
I've got a really nasty suspicion. What they're going to do is you're going to get to Nibelheim, and that's where it ends.
Yeah.
That's where part 2 ends.
Yeah, this is the thing, right? This is the thing with this episodic thing. It's like, how are they going to stop us from over leveling?
That is the thing that I've been wondering about. I mentioned it when we did when we talked about what we're expecting. Nothing was mentioned.
No.
So I'm presuming that there's a level cap. You're going to get to like level 25, and that's the maximum you can.
But this is the thing, right? This is a game that's going to be the size of 2 Blu-ray discs. That means a lot of content.
Unless it's just like, there's no end to level. It just keeps going.
It just keeps going.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. And I found that this guy, where the numbers, it just keeps going. The levels just keep, you reach level 99?
Unless
well, there you go.
Well,
go back down to level 0, keep going.
It's the only way I can imagine it.
The
only thing I can think of is, like, because in Final Fantasy 9, what they did was, if you were at too high a level for a certain area, what happened was the actual enemies in that area leveled up with you.
Yeah,
so that you weren't overpowered.
8 did that as well. Where
I think 8 was the first one that did that.
9 did it. It wasn't as extreme as 8.
Yeah.
I think they toned it down a little bit so that you could go back and ruffle stomp.
Yeah. So unless they do that,
they might do.
But other than just magically letting you keep leveling up, and the areas level up with you.
Possibly.
So if you're like level 80 by the time part 2 comes out, everything around you will be level 80.
There has...
Or just giving you a straight level cap. Of just, So
do you know what I would do? Considering the fact that the size of this game that they're saying, and like I say, if it's 30 hours, if it's 2 Blu-ray discs, right? You need to give us a lot. There needs to be a lot for us to do.
Yeah.
There needs to be a damn lot for us to do. Which means...
I'm hoping side quests.
Yeah, side quests. Which means... what I would do is, if you're going to have a level cap, level 100. When you get to level 100, the level cap's there. Then episode 2 comes out.
So 200.
Just as big as episode 1.
So 200.
Then level 200. And then level 300. And then level 4. Because all we're talking about is blowing numbers on a fucking stats sheet.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
The other thing that I'm a little bit worried about is this ends after Midgar.
Yeah.
Right? And obviously, Final Fantasy 7, after Midgar is when you're in the open world.
Yeah.
What is going to happen with that?
Yeah, that's the other thing, is because we won't know.
We won't know
We won't know until episode 2. And my big worry is that once they've got on money for episode 1, they will literally turn it into a linear thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
They'll turn it into
I don't
a
want,
massive linear
it's
thing.
the reason why I've not really played Final Fantasy 15.
Which is kind of confused. It's like I don't want them to do it because Final Fantasy 7, like story path is pretty linear. It's not until you get the high wind that you can like go wherever you want. But it's but with like Final Fantasy 7, once you got like the tiny Bronco, there were certain bits you could get to grind much easier. It's like when you get the tiny Bronco, whenever I've played 7, when I got the tiny Bronco, there's a place in the island in the south, the one where the village you find Cloud after he's been in the light.
Yes.
You can get to that. You can't actually get to that village. You can't get onto that part of the island with that village, but you can get onto that like island part.
Yeah.
And go literally up to a cliff where you can see the village and the forest it's in, and there you can fight those really high experience level monsters. And you can actually grind very, very quickly and level up very, very quickly that way. It's what ever since I discovered it, I do that every time. It's like Tiny Bronco down there, do that.
I do have a feeling you won't be able to do that.
Yeah, that is my giant worry. It's like it'll be more like Final Fantasy X.
Yeah.
Where your track for what you're
it's
going,
basically a straight
line.
It's
basically you going from point A to point B from like Midgar to the Chocobo farm is going to be just a straight. It's going to be a predetermined line through a bunch of screens, and I don't want that. I will be pissed if that happens.
If I'm honest, I have my.
I want an open map. I want an open world.
Yeah, my feeling
in
is
the sense of like Final Fantasy 7.
It's going to be like Final Fantasy 15 sort of deal. So you have like not massive open worlds, but short like mini ones, and then you take a car that will take you to the next one.
Or like zones, basically.
Like zones, yeah. I think that's how they would do it. But it's going to be more of a Final Fantasy 15 feel than a.
See, I don't want that.
You don't. I don't want that.
I really don't want that. But yeah, I think it may potentially have to be like that because of how the combat will work.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, there will be those that complain about random battles. I am not one of them. I don't care about random battles.
Yeah, random battles has never really bothered me.
No. I'm like, okay, here's free experience for me. The only thing that it's cost me is time, usually. Unless I unfortunately run into a giant Malboro and have bad breath thrown in my face.
Yeah.
That is never a good thing. Never a good thing. But yeah. Final Fantasy 7 next year, March.
3rd of March. Book it.
Take it off. From there, they went into Life is Strange 2. Basically, just
it was an advert.
It was an
advert.
It was showing a whole streamer's reaction to playing the game. It's one of those where it's again one of those. It's like the game's already out. This is supposed to be what is coming, not what is already here. But nah. Then came a game that you really, really look forward to, Crystal Chronicles.
Yeah! I loved that game on the GameCube.
It was a very... I think we still got it on the GameCube.
I loved it.
Yeah, it was a fun game to play. It's coming to the Switch.
Yeah, it's coming to the Switch.
And it's going to be multiplayer online. And...
it's a fully remastered.
Yeah, fully remastered. It'll be...
It looks all nice and shiny and lovely and... Yeah, I loved Crystal Chronicles on the GameCube, so I'm looking forward to seeing this.
Yeah, it is.
And then I think after Crystal Chronicles was revealed, they did something very, very mean. They showed Octopath Traveler.
Yeah.
And because this is E3, I thought, oh, is there going to be a new Octopath Traveler? And no,
it's a PC release. It's being released on PC.
Yeah,
It's been released on PC. It's a beautiful game.
I was disappointed.
It was... Oh, Octopath Traveler is just a gorgeous, gorgeous game. You've got that for the Switch, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
You got it on day one. I mean, there's nothing we can add to Octopath Traveler that hasn't already been said. It's a beautiful, drop-dead gorgeous game.
If you have a Switch, buy Octopath Traveler.
And Square Enix really need to realise that, yes, these are the type of games we want from you.
Saying that, there was quite a few games that are kind of like...
Yeah.
Not art style, but like same sort of old
school JRPG.
Yeah.
Yeah. From Octopath Traveler, they went on to The Last Remnant. Remaster's coming. To which everyone went...
I thought it was already out.
No, no. They may be releasing it, but
I'm sure it's already out.
No, it's the remaster.
Because I thought it was... Oh, the remaster.
Yeah, they're doing a remaster of The Last Remnant.
Alright.
The Last Remnant got released on the PS3.
I think you can download it on the PS4.
Yeah. But yeah, they're doing a remaster of it, and all 12 people who played it will look forward to it. Yeah, it didn't do too well, The Last Remnant, so it's a bit of an odd one.
I didn't even know it was a thing.
Yeah, it's a bit odd. I was seeing the footage, I'm like, that looks familiar.
I didn't care.
So yeah, it's coming. It's been remastered. It'll look shinier. I didn't play it. Didn't interest me. So
I would like them to remaster. I think it was a Vagrant Story.
A Vagrant Story.
I would love for them to do that. That'd be great. If you're gonna remaster a game, remaster that.
Vagrant Story, and Legend of Dragoon. Please, for the love of God, those two games, Square Enix. I know it's in your archives somewhere. Go find them. Since you're in a remaster mood. Next came Dragon Quest Builders 2.
Yeah,
looks basically like adorable Minecraft.
I like Dragon Quest Builders,
and this one's going to have multiplayer.
Two
things we took away from this, because it was literally looking like Dragon Quest Builders 1.
Yeah,
a little bit shinier. Two major things that we took from this. One, multiplayer.
Oh yeah,
which is going to be sweet, and two, the villagers actually do the boring mundane stuff. They will farm
they will farm and actually make stuff.
Yeah,
that needs to be made,
which is pretty darn cool. I'm like, you mean I don't have to just constantly go back to my place and pick up all the wheat?
Yeah, they'll do
sweet.
it for
Sign me up. And obviously, Dragon Quest 11.
Yeah,
the S edition, definitive edition coming to the
PS4 and
PS4
and Steam, I think.
Switch.
Yeah.
We've already discussed that. It's Dragon Quest. It's Dragon Quest 11.
It'll be good.
It'll be great. Because Dragon Quest 11 is
more monsters to run over with your horse.
Yeah. Circuit Superstars was the next one. And it basically looks like a Micro Machines type game, but not with the Micro Machines license. And without the silliness of like running around in tanks and getting items and that. So it's a little bit more like just the racing sort of thing. But it looks actually quite cool.
Alright.
It looks like I enjoy those type of games.
The cars looked pretty cool.
So that was interesting. I think the developers are from Mexico.
Yes.
So I always like.
It was one of those. It was the whole. Yeah, we help indie developers as well.
Yeah.
One of those sort of things.
I feel sorry for everyone that followed Final Fantasy VII because nothing could hold a candle to it.
Although, actually, is that the next one?
No, next one is Battalion.
That's the other indie.
Which is
that was the other indie.
Which is a first-person shooter. So there's that.
World War II. First-person shooter game.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what they did after that. Was it their streaming thing?
It might have. Was it not Final Fantasy 14?
No. That was after Kingdom Hearts 3, which was the one next. Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC. They didn't actually go into details with it.
I know. I was a bit confused because they were like, "I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are."
Yeah, no voiceovers.
Let's fight. There was no voiceovers. There was just words on the thing, and as they were talking, it was very weird.
Yeah, it was
it's Kingdom Hearts, and Kingdom Hearts is a very weird.
The plot line on that is ridiculously weird, and honestly, it's just...
The plot line to Kingdom Hearts is if you've ever seen a movie where a guy is trying to figure out conspiracies and he's got a board and it's just full of red lines pointing to things. That is the plot line to Kingdom Hearts. That's all it is.
Yeah. After that was Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers.
Which got a standing ovation.
I know.
Which was a bit weird.
Shadowbringers is I enjoyed Shadowbringers. I enjoyed Final Fantasy XIV. I just don't have the time.
I genuinely love that.
I'm so far frigging behind on that game because I don't think I've even gotten to the first expansion yet.
You haven't got through Heaven's Ward.
Yeah, I haven't even got to Heaven's Ward. That's the problem. Because I just don't have. I need to make time for it.
I'm the same. I
need to make time for it.
I generally love Final Fantasy XIV.
I need to make time for it, and
I don't have work. Work just takes life away from you.
Yeah.
For MMOs, you need that time, and I just don't have it.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I don't know if I'll be able to. It hurts me to say this. I don't know if I'll be playing Shadowbringers. They've added bunny people.
I know.
You can be a bunny person.
I know.
I want to be a bunny person.
I know.
I want to be a bunny person. Let me
be
a bunny person.
The bunny person works very, very well with my class, which is the Dragoon, with the jump ability.
Yeah.
They're made for each other. But yeah, Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers looks awesome. It's been looking awesome since they announced it in the teaser stuff that they showed. They showed a little bit of like plot, and like the gods of light and dark are actually primals.
Primals.
Yeah, which means
which
that they're the raid. Obviously, they'll be
one of the raids.
One of the raids. They'll be one of the raids, and then I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to remember which summon hasn't been used yet.
I'm starting to run out.
Yeah.
I don't think Atmos has been used.
No, Atmos might be a raid.
I don't think. Oh, I'm trying to think. There's a lot.
We've had Shiva. We've as used as primals. We've had Shiva, Leviathan, Alexander, Bahamut. Sorry. Odin. Alexander. Earth. Remora. We haven't had Ixion.
Time.
That's...
No, we haven't. I don't think we had have it. Ixion. Although I still haven't played the bits after Stormblood.
Yeah, so we could.
So he could be one of us.
Yes. But yeah, we're running out. Maybe you know what, just because Final Fantasy VII's coming out, they may have Knights of the Round.
Oh my god, that would be a raid, and each level is a boss.
Yeah,
that's all that's going to be.
Boss rush. It's a boss rush of Knights of the Round. That's what it'll be. Yeah.
Oh my god,
that would be ridiculous. It would be awesome, but it'd be ridiculous as well. Final Fantasy 4. So after Final Fantasy 14, they went into Dying Light. I think we actually saw some actual gameplay.
Yeah. This one was a bit of a weird one for me because I didn't know Square Enix were publishing this.
No, neither did I. I didn't think it was.
Because they didn't publish the first one.
No.
It was Silverware? I want to say Silverware.
Yeah. Deep Silver.
Deep Silver. Silverware. I don't know where I came up with that. Silverware.
You've been to work.
There we go. There's a new publishing. There is our publisher. Yeah. That's who we are. We are going to be Silverware.
Silverware.
Bring it.
And our logo is like utensils.
Yeah.
Digital utensils.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll release shitty mobile games.
Obviously.
And monetize them to hell.
Because that's what you do.
We'll release a half-arsed live service game that doesn't work.
And promise to
make it better, but
have a roadmap.
Not make it better at all. Have a roadmap and then take that away because it's clearly we're not sticking to the roadmap.
Clearly. And then I'll promise the thing that will change everything. Come and then just have it as an extra part, and as a timed exclusive, and actually and just be basically a shit little map
with an Instagram filter.
Yeah. Does Anthem deserve this ripping?
Yes, Anthem deserves all the ripping.
Yes, it does. From there, they were remaking two really old classical JRPGs.
They were re-releasing.
Yeah, or re-releasing.
Oh no, well, yeah, because it said remastered as
yeah.
well, didn't it?
Romancing Saga 3 and Saga Scarlet Grace.
Yes.
I
have no idea what they are. Apart
they
from
look really interesting. There was one of them that had an art style where it was like a pop-up book.
Yeah. On
the world map, which is really interesting. I'm like, oh my, that's unique. That's actually kind of cool. I'm a sucker for JRPGs. I don't have the time to play them, yet I will always look at them and go, ooh, should I buy it? I'm never gonna play it. I should buy it.
See, that's me with Tales.
Yeah.
Whenever we're releasing new Tales. I don't have the time now. I don't have the time to play Tales. I'm gonna buy it though.
From there, they went into their mobile game, their gacha mobile game.
Brave Exodus.
Which
then they showed...
War of the Visions?
Brave Exodus.
Yeah.
Now, they didn't say if that was a mobile game.
No, they
didn't say what it was. They just said...
It's a turn-based... It's a Final Fantasy Tactics, in a sense, game.
Yeah. And they didn't say if it was a Switch thing or
no, it was just
mobile.
It's just in development. So
yeah. So is that only a mobile game?
Is that only a mobile game?
I'm going to be honest. It looked better than a mobile game.
Yeah. It's like if it's on a mobile, good job. You're releasing what looks like. I mean, it's early days. We don't know what the monetization. We don't know how it actually plays. We don't know if there's bullshit timers. We're like, oh, you've played one level. Now you wait 5 hours. You're gonna wait 5 hours. Oh, give us money.
You finally found the treasure box. Wait 12 hours to open it.
Yeah, just stand in front of this treasure box for 12 hours, and then we'll let you open it. Oh, you've got 2 treasure boxes? Well, once you've opened that one, wait in front of the next one.
You have to wait another 24 hours before you can wait a 12-hour wait to open that one, because you can only open 1 box a day, you see.
Yeah.
Unless you pay.
Yeah. Hashtag Elder Scrolls Blade is a true Elder Scrolls game.
Well, Todd said it was a true Elder Scrolls experience. He doesn't lie.
I'm never going to call him by his actual name now. He's always Todd the Liar to me.
He's just Todd.
He's Todd the Liar.
Just Todd.
But anyway, we're digressing here. We are going off on a tangent. We need to get back on. But yeah, it looks interesting. Interesting. It's got that art style. The art style where it's
like a little semi-chibi sort of look.
Yeah. Which Square Enix have done with quite a couple of games. It's why I'm wondering if it is going to be a mobile game.
Yeah,
because that's the same.
That's why I'm saying it's just the fact that usually when they when they show a game, it's like it's on the mobile. Usually when it's a mobile game, they go mobile.
Yeah, and they haven't with this.
And they haven't with this one. So
I'm wondering if it's just because it's in such an early state they don't know.
There is a chance that it could be a mobile game, but it'll end up on the Switch because the Switch has got some
mobile games
on there.
Yeah, it's getting Blades, which really shouldn't.
Poor Switch.
Poor Switch. Poor.
Hey, to be fair, PlayStation 4 has that Life of Black Panther. Whatever it is.
Yes.
That god-awful game.
Yes.
I'm positive the Xbox has got something like that. So the Switch needs something that's just like, oh god, why?
Why did you
it is Blades.
Why is it... Yeah, it's Blades. Blades is the one where everyone goes, why did you let this on your platform? Why? From there, they went into Outriders, which they showed... It was basically just a trailer again.
But then the guy came out
and explained
first off, it's made by the people who did Bulletstorm and Gears of War Judgment.
Yeah.
What was it? People Can Fly. I think it was.
Yeah, People Can Fly.
People Can Fly. And what it looked like, the main thing was it kind of looked like they were doing a Team Doom thing from the trailer. What I got.
Yeah.
You were fighting demons.
You were fighting some alien or demon thing, demonic things that were just like. And you had powers.
Yeah.
It looks like you had...
and then the guy came out and he explained it. And it basically seemed, if anybody read the article about Anthem and the shit show that happened with that, the whole premise of the original premise for Anthem
was basically you and a bunch of guys versus the planet.
And you needed to survive. And you need to go out there to get things to survive. That's what this guy basically explains.
Yeah, it's like you land on this planet, you are heading over to this signal, trying to figure out what it friggin' is, but the entire planet is just like literally out to kill you. The environment is hostile to you. Everything there is there and hostile to you and able to kill you.
Yeah,
everything is aggroed against you. Which
I'm liking the sound of this.
Yeah, it's like
it looks nice.
It's like it's one of those things where you go,
and
okay, I'm gonna keep an eye on you.
I liked Gears of War Judgment, and I like Bulletstorm.
Yeah.
So
I love Bulletstorm.
I'm going to give this one. I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'm going to give it a go.
I love Bulletstorm. If it wasn't for the fact that Bulletstorm released with such a high price, I would have got the remaster.
Oh, that was because it was Gearbox, man.
Yeah, that was because it was Gearbox. Damn you.
Bulletstorm did not deserve.
From that, they went into Oni Nuki, which is apparently the game that in my head got lost in the shuffle.
I can't remember it. To be honest with you, I'm sort of there being like, my brain's still stuck on Final Fantasy VII, mate.
Oninaki. Oh yeah, it's
Did they show any gameplay of it? They
yes, they did. It's like your soul is connected. You basically there's like two. It was basically like an isometric. It's like looked like an isometric Diablo-esque-ish fighting, but it was like you and a spirit that's attached to you. And with like you can have scythes and guns and. So it was interesting. There's not enough details really to.
I'll have to watch the trailer again.
Yeah, we'll have to watch the trailer again. We can't remember, unfortunately.
If I remember correctly, it wasn't very long.
No, it wasn't. But it definitely piqued my interest, and I'm a bit disappointed in myself that I couldn't remember what the frig it was. But I've slept since then, so. And you know, Final Fantasy was just like, oh my. I mean, there were some other things that were just like. I think what's worse for Oninaki was what followed it. A remaster of Final Fantasy VIII, which apparently a lot of people went...
Yeah, everybody, they went crazy for it.
They went crazy for it. And I'm like, wait, doesn't 8 get bashed a lot?
It does.
It gets bashed a lot.
I
mean, granted, probably due to the Western translation.
The problem for 8 is not that it's a bad game; it's that it's in between 7 and 9.
Yeah,
that's the problem. For
7
8.
is brilliant. It's not. No, 7's not perfect, but
7's great.
7 has that nostalgia of everyone's. It's like everyone's introduction to Final Fantasy because it came on the PlayStation 1. A lot of people did play 6 on the NES, but again, it was still a pretty like cult and niche.
Final Fantasy 7, especially over here,
7 was where it exploded.
It was the first Final Fantasy game that was advertised.
Yeah, and we didn't. To be honest, we never had a SNES. We didn't get 6.
I was a wee nipper when Final Fantasy 7 came out.
And 7 just blew everyone away. It was amazing. I loved it. 7, like I say, 7 is the first game where at a certain point, everyone knows which point it is. I literally went to after that event, that thing happened, I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm going to play this game,
and then,
I'm going to get to the end, and I'm going to murder you.
So you got 7, and then 9 was the last one on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
And 9 is amazing. I don't care what anybody says. 9 is fantastic.
9 is easily arguable. 9, 6, and 7 can fight it out to death in regards to which one is the best. Because I love the aesthetic, the art style, and the aesthetic of 9. It's just so. Even now, it is beautiful.
It doesn't need like a remaster or anything like that. You can still look at it and be like, yeah, That looks awesome.
It looks
The whole
gorgeous.
thing looks awesome.
Whoever decided on that style nailed it, because like even now I watch people play, and I every now and then have a look at it.
I still constantly watch live streams
Yeah.
of people playing Final Fantasy 9.
9 is just
Because it's just so good to look at.
and the characters in it are so good. There's not a in like your main in like the main team.
Yeah,
There's not
I
a
even
bad
like Steiner.
Yeah.
Steiner gets bashed by a lot of people. I even like Steiner. I love his jump that he does when he's annoyed.
Yeah,
His little
Steiner-
star jump thing.
Yeah,
And the noise that he makes when he walks. It's just random.
yeah, it's just like, yeah, easily Steiner is probably the worst character of that group, but that's like saying, you know, Triple H is the worst of Triple H, The Rock, and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, just because he's the worst out of all three of them, doesn't mean he's bad. He's just, not as good as the other two.
Yeah, it's like that just shows how high the bar is for everyone. Everyone else isn't set. But yeah, Final Fantasy. We go back onto Final Fantasy 8. It's gonna be. I'm tempted to get it. I am really tempted to get it because I played 8. I did find it enjoyable. It wasn't 7. I think the thing is, I was like, there was a bunch of mechanics in 8 that I never got my head around. So maybe going in it again, a bit older, a bit more experienced. Yeah, a bit more experienced, bit older, and maybe able to like get into.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe Final Fantasy 8 is the Final Fantasy for the old man.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what it. That's like.
Maybe.
When it first came out, everybody was too young. They didn't understand.
They didn't understand how to get the.
They didn't understand maths.
Yeah, and
that's what it was.
Yeah, possibly. Although the draw thing from Magic, I wish that is not a good thing. I think it's universally accepted that was a bad decision.
Yeah, that was no.
But anyway, from Final Fantasy 8, which I'm actually surprisingly myself looking forward to. They went into the last thing, which was like the other thing that probably people were really interested in, their Avengers game.
Yeah, it looked alright.
And it actually looked okay. It actually looked pretty good. And also, you can tell they're taking inspiration from the cinematic universe.
Yeah, from the movies.
From the movies,
but it's their own sort of thing.
But it is their own
yeah,
sort of thing.
They've done what Insomniac did with... I've done with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Where, yeah, it's its own sort of
thing. Which would be pretty cool if, like, it won't happen, but it'd be pretty cool if they start, like, combining that. Is like, you've got the cinematic universe, the comic book, and the game universe.
Well, they have said they want to do a gaming universe.
That would be pretty damn cool.
How that's going to work, though, because...
yeah,
let's say Spider-Man is in with the Avengers.
Yeah, who's going to get run point on that?
Insomniac is primarily do things for PlayStation.
Yeah, exactly, and even like everyone goes on about the film industry being very territorial.
Yeah, the gaming industry is massively
much
territorial.
Worse. It's much worse. It's like this is why the whole announcement that Sony and Microsoft are working together for a streaming service was such big news, because like, holy fucking shit!
Is that still happening?
Yes,
it's still happening.
Yeah, it was only like announced a couple of months ago. It's still like massive news. It's still like what? Wait, I'm still trying to wrap my head around. Wait, Sony and Microsoft working together? That'd be like Sega and Nintendo. Wait.
Back in the day.
It'd be like Sega and Nintendo at the beginning of the console war between the Genesis and the Super Nintendo.
Yeah. Going, yeah, we're making games for each other.
Yeah, it'd be that weird. It'd be like, wait, hang on, no, you guys are at each other's throats. It'd be like, it would have been like when the PlayStation 2 and Xbox was launched. And Sony and Microsoft doing stuff together there. That's how weird this is to my mind. But yeah, Avengers looks really pretty cool. It kind of looked like they showed a little bit of gameplay, and it looks like, because the rumors were you were going to make your own character, but
yeah,
that looks like
that is not happening.
You are actually going to be.
You're going to be one of the Avengers.
You can choose. You can be
what I'm hoping.
Hulk.
Yeah. So the
five
characters
shown: Captain America, Hulk, Scarlet Witch, Black Widow.
Scarlet Witch.
To be honest, it's cool to have Scarlet Witch.
Downloadable characters, man.
Yeah,
DLC.
Thor and Iron Man.
Yeah,
they're
the
the five.
Which is the other than Hawkeye. I think Hawkeye's the only one missing out of the original Avengers movie.
Yeah.
I think Hawkeye's the only one.
Only one missing.
Good. Nobody likes.
No one likes Hawkeye. Nobody likes Hawkeye. The biggest problem I have with Avengers Endgame is that spoilers.
No, don't do it.
Yeah,
we're not talking about.
Yeah, but anyway, everyone who's seen the movie knows the point I'm on about. Yeah. So anyway, and that was it. The end of Avengers. Everyone seemed to be really excited. I think this one, the crowd in this one were genuinely excited
I think
for
there
a lot
are
of the
more
stuff.
genuine. I mean, you did have that one guy who was clearly shouting at random points to try and get a collector's edition, especially after they showed the editions of the Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah,
there was that
which
one
I
guy.
want, but
now CD Projekt Red, you need to be put in a corner for giving that guy a collector's edition for shouting "You're beautiful" to Keanu Reeves, because now we're going to get that every goddamn E3 now.
Yes, we are. Put your CD Projekt Red. What you should have done is give him a T-shirt. That's it.
Here's a T-shirt. Don't reward bad behaviour.
No. Although it's the gaming industry, I don't think they understand what bad
reward good behaviour. So you give that dog a pet.
Yeah.
That's what
the dog was apparently Thingy's actual pet dog.
Oh yeah,
it was his dog.
It was definitely his. It was going to be his dog. It wasn't going to be just a random dog.
This is the gaming industry. It could have been a random dog. We don't know. Honest to God, it was Ubisoft. It could have been a random dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that is pretty much it for
what I'm hoping for Avengers, because it did look good. Although the basic synopsis of it so far is something happened.
Tony Stark's at fault.
They've took something from DC here, because the whole thing for DC at the moment, well, at least in Doomsday Clock, this is spoilers, is that the population of the world are sort of turning on the superheroes. They're like, yeah, we don't want you, and they took that from the DC Comics. Yeah, something's happened, and the population of the world has turned on the heroes and been like, yeah, we don't want the heroes. We don't want our.
Well, it was a bit like Civil War, wasn't it?
Yeah, Civil War. What I want to say yes, but at the same time, no, because they still wanted the heroes. They just wanted them to work for the government.
Yeah,
that's basically what they wanted.
Yeah.
They wanted them regulated.
Yeah,
that's what they wanted.
They wanted regulation,
not completely gone or like gotten rid of.
Yeah. Yeah. So
what I'm hoping for is that we get downloadable characters, because I want Ant-Man. I want Ant-Man.
Hashtag where's Ant-Man?
I want Ant-Man. I want to be Ant-Man. I want to shrink down to a tiny size and then magically appear to be normal size and punch a guy in the face, or grow to huge size.
Yeah. So I don't know which Avenger would I want.
There's a lot.
There's a lot of Avengers,
but I'm only going off the Avengers that we've got movies. We've got a movie of. So you've got Black Panther. You've got Scarlet Witch.
Black Panther. Scarlet Witch, because she'd be interesting. I would T'Challa.
Vision.
T'Challa, just because especially in the cinematic universe, he is just.
Oh, if we get that Black Panther, hell yes.
T'Challa is just. Oh, he is like the greatest of them all. He's just. Oh, it's just.
So badass.
He is like the baddest of asses.
Yeah,
he's amazing.
So good.
He's with the attitude of, look, I'm the king of my own freaking country. What are you gonna do about it?
Bring it.
Oh, he's brilliant. But yeah, that was pretty much it for E3. I know Nintendo. This is coming up. This is being this is being uploaded to YouTube after Nintendo's been uploaded.
But we watched Nintendo Live.
We watched Nintendo Live, and Nintendo Live was actually at a decent time for us.
Yeah, it was 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
5 o'clock in the afternoon. It was brilliant. We did watch this though. We watched the VOD.
It's a toss-up between Square Enix and Nintendo. on who was better.
I would
I think
give.
who had the best.
I would
conference.
give because Square Enix actually had a conference and not just the direct thing.
Yeah, but I'd say Square Enix.
But we all know Devolver Digital actually won.
Yeah.
We all know this.
No. This year, Keanu Reeves won.
Yes. Not Microsoft.
Not Microsoft.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves is the greatest. Just Keanu Reeves wins. Plain and simple. He doesn't even compete. He just wins. So yeah, it was. This is, if it wasn't for Square Enix, the conferences would have been a damp squid. Really,
Yeah, they
damp
were
squid.
really boring this year.
Because apart from CD Projekt Red's Cyberpunk 2077,
there was nothing.
there was nothing really.
I mean, even then, if it wasn't for Keanu Reeves, I think that would have been a bit.
Yeah, because
dull.
it was stuff we already knew about. It was like we're already really hyped for CG.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2077. We're all genuinely hyped for it. We don't really need to get any more hyped for it because then it begins to get into the realms of stupidity. And then of course Keanu Reeves comes out, so that blows that out of the water.
So now your hype levels are even higher.
I know, exactly. It's now into the realms of stupidity for hype. But yeah, this one was definitely like we're gearing up for next gen.
Yeah,
It felt like.
which will be next year. It'll just be these are the consoles.
These are the
next
consoles
year.
next year. Next shows will definitely.
I think Nintendo will do quite well next year.
Yeah,
because Nintendo probably won't be. I mean, they'll show off the new Switch, but I don't think the new Switch is going to be a giant leap.
I hope
forward
not,
for
because then
Switch.
they will have to buy that one to be able to play the newer games.
I don't think it will be.
Just like what happened with the DS.
I don't think.
I
I mean
hope-
the Wii, because they did that with the Wii.
No,
Because you had the
the-
Wii U.
yeah, but the Wii U was like an actual different console.
Oh, the DS.
Yeah,
the
when they
3DS.
when they released a more powerful DS after the 3DS. And if you didn't have that, certain games, the newer games, didn't play as well. So I'm hoping they don't do that. I hope they don't, but you know, that's. But yeah, it's weird. I mean, like I say, if it wasn't for Square Enix, with a crowd that was genuinely
yeah.
excited for what they were being shown.
Not like
And if
Bethesda.
you-
Everybody was paid at Bethesda to cheer for those things.
People
were cheering for Fallout Shelter, for fuck's sake. Fallout Shelter.
people were cheering for Blades. Blades, that piece of garbage. And I don't mean it as in that's a bad game. I mean it's just like
It's just garbage.
No. What it is it mugs you.
Yeah.
That game mugs you. It goes, here's the game. It doesn't play very well. And then, you've got all these chests to unlock. Well, just wait here or pay us money. Yeah, it puts a gun to your head and goes, suffer the consequences or give me money. The consequences being not able to play the game until that chest opens.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be interesting, and there's quite a few games that I'm looking forward to. 7 is the one that dominates it all.
Yeah,
obviously.
7's going to be a big one.
Final Fantasy 7
We're
is
announcing the different editions of it, and I'm going to be honest.
I want that bike.
I'm really tempted to buy the collector's edition.
I mean, it's got
320 quid.
200. No, it was 230.
Is it 230?
230. Still, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
I may be wrong though. It could be 300. You could be right, which means it's even more of a lot of money.
Yeah.
So it's like, can I justify that much money? Especially when it's like, I doubt it's the actual figures, the actual model's going to be that good to justify that much money.
No, I like those models though.
Yeah, the models look really. I mean, if they get it enough, and here's the thing: I have right now I'm looking at my shelf right now, and I have five Final Fantasy figures of Final Fantasy VII. I have Vincent, Tifa, Cloud, Aerith, and Barrett. I do not have Red 13. I do not have Cat Sif, and I do not have Yuffie, and I do not have Sid. And if they say if that collector's edition had the entirety of the party, I probably would just go, "Yep, shut up and take my money." But they didn't. They just had Cloud on his bike. Cloud on his bike. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Like I say, we'll finish off with a little bit of 7. Like, I'm curious as about what will be changed. I'm hoping they don't take out too much, because especially now, the whole thing of like giant corporations screwing people over and screwing the like conglomerates and that and countries screwing the planet over.
Yeah.
Is a real, like, it's a major point now. You know, this is a game that got released decades ago, and the very beginning of the game, Shinra are the big bad guys. They're a giant corporation, and they're bleeding the planet dry. They're destroying the planet. And hell, Sephiroth's plan is to basically destroy the planet and turn it into his vessel to go and destroy other planets. So yeah, I don't want that message to be taken out. It's one of those where it's like, just don't remove anything. Don't do it. Don't remove anything. Add stuff, yes, as long as it doesn't conflict with what is already there.
Yeah.
But please don't take anything. I want the silliness. I want Yuffie to be a random encounter, and then this to have that save point, which is actually just it's a red herring.
Yeah.
I want Yuffie to have her little
punchy thing.
That she does. I want Red 13 to come across at the beginning to be this wise and sagical person, and then when you get to Cosmo Canyon, no, he's just a kid.
He's a pup.
He's a teenager. That's what he is. He's not wise.
He's been having you on.
I
want Barrett to be sweary.
Yeah, I want.
Sweary.
I want Barrett. Yeah, I want Barrett. I mean, to be honest, he needs to be beeped out.
Oh yeah,
he needs to be beeped out. But I want Barrett to be sweary as hell. I want Bugden to be just a guy floating on something.
Yes. Actually, that is one thing I'm curious about. What is he going to be floating on? Because in the original, it's just like a green ball thing.
Yes. I want the bit where Cloud dresses up in drag. I want that. I want that in the game. I want him dressed up in drag. I want Tifa and Scarlet to be having a slapping fight on the Junyan cannon.
Yes.
That's what I want. I want that. It's nonsensical, but more importantly, I want Tifa to get her day to punch Scarlet in the freaking face again. Because Tifa is best girl and Tifa will win.
I want the dolphin jump. Even though it was annoying as fuck, it's still funny.
Yeah, just the dolphin to come out. The dolphin kick.
No. The bit where you're going into Junyan and you need to get.
Oh, that yes, Priscilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want that bit because it's random as hell.
CPR.
Yeah.
CPR bit.
And then the bit after.
You may be the only person that wants
that. I want it in because it's just so random.
Yeah.
I need to get up there. How am I going to get up there? Well, this dolphin can jump that high. How is that dolphin going to get me up there again? It's going to jump. But I weigh. Can I get up there with people on it? Yeah. But I weigh a bit, and I have a very large sword that also weighs a bit.
Are you sure this can be
Are you sure this is going to work?
Remember the one thing I was worried about with the summons, with them showing the way the battle is. I'm pretty certain that what they're gonna be is a one and done.
Yeah,
you summon them, they come, they obliterate, which means I want giant Neo Bahamut, Mister. I'm too big for the frigging planet. I want him now. I want to see that. I want to see him just come from the edge of the frigging galaxy, from the edge of the frigging solar system, fly into orbit, and just nuke him, nuke a guy from space.
Part the crowd.
Yeah, I want to see. I want to see him nuke a guy from space. That's what I want to see. I want to see that stuff. I want to see all of it. I want to see the Chocobo dance.
Yes,
I want to see the Chocobo dance. I want all this random stuff in. Please, Square Enix. Please, Square Enix. I will even call your name properly. Don't take that stuff out. Take none of it out.
I want the bit where you go into the barn of the Chocobo farm and he starts telling you about random weeds and grass. Because he's clearly not a drug dealer.
Clearly, because you're not feeling. Yeah, because you know he's not giving you drugs because clearly giving a Chocobo a whole bunch of those items doesn't raise its stats.
Yeah,
clearly not. I'm trying to figure out what there was random stuff.
I want the.
Yeah, I want Hojo. I want Hojo. When you get to Costa del Sol, I want Hojo sunbathing with a bunch of women around him.
Yeah. I want the random tower thing in Wutai where you get Yuffie's ultimate weapon.
And her
final limit.
I want the tower defense for Condor, Fort Condor. I want that. I want the random dude in a cave sleeping that will give me Mithril.
Yeah.
When I've fought over 100 battles with the last two numbers.
I want the guys when you're looking for the City of the Ancients to randomly give you dynamite all the time because you can't find it and you have to just keep putting dynamite in places.
Yeah, I want that. Yeah,
I want people like that.
I want Dio to be literally just a giant buff Arnold Schwarzenegger wannabe
wearing speedos.
That's what I want. I want Dio to be that. I want the Golden Saucer to have Mr. Clearly, in the back selling the GP points.
Yeah, I want the play, the theatre. I want all of the Golden Saucer. I want the randomness of the Golden Saucer, like the theatre and the.
I want the ability. Coaster. I won't do it though, but I want the ability for someone if they want it. I want someone to date Barrett.
Yes,
in that scene. I want that. I want that in the game. Me personally, I'm going to do everything to get Tifa and Cloud together, but I want that ability. I want that thing in the game. That possibility in the game. That random weird stuff to be in the game.
Yes,
that's what I want.
I want that stuff.
I want everything that happens with the Turks to be in the game, with Rude having a crush on Tifa.
Tifa, yeah.
Rude has a crush on Tifa. I want Elena to be constantly blabbing about what the Turks are planning to do.
Yeah, even though it's...
and her having a crush on Tseng. I want Tseng... what I want them to add is to show how Tseng
survives.
Does not die from being literally nearly cut in half by Sephiroth.
And then getting crushed when the temple goes down. Well, his body's still in there.
We don't know that.
His body is still in there.
Right. The thing is, though, we could say that Eleanor came and grabbed him and Sergeant and grabbed him out.
Okay.
Because that happens off camera. But I would like to see something showing that he's been medevaced out or something. I'm trying to think what other random.
What I would like is for them to find a voice actor to play Tseng that sounds like Alan Rickman.
Yes.
Because whenever I saw Tseng in any sort of scene in Final Fantasy VII, I always thought, Alan Rickman.
This is Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman, clearly. This is Alan Rickman. Obviously, okay, if we're going off with who we would like people to play as, obviously Rufus has to be played by Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes.
Yes, Leonardo DiCaprio has to voice Rufus.
Maybe a bit too ambitious there.
It is a little bit too ambitious, but you want someone to sound like Alan Rickman.
Yeah, but only because you can't get Alan Rickman. He's dead.
Okay. Well, as long as it's not Nolan North, because Nolan North is appearing in friggin' everything.
He's in everything. He's Tony Stark, by the way.
Yeah. But anyway, that is us. E3, it was a bit. E3 can only be described this year as meh.
Apart from Square Enix.
Apart from Square Enix and Keanu Reeves.
And Keanu Reeves. Because Keanu Reeves broke Twitch.
He didn't just broke Twitch, he broke the internet. Keanu Reeves broke the internet because it's Keanu Reeves. So yeah, there's a bunch of games we were looking forward to. 7 is probably.
Is there anything that you're really looking forward to?
7.
Other than 7.
And Cyberpunk 2077. Just to see how it runs and how the hell, what magic they're doing.
The Witcher
3 on the Switch.
On the Switch.
I
was going to say, it's for me. I'm going with the new From Software game, Elden Ring.
Lord of the Rings by Dark Souls.
Apparently they're using Norse mythology as its base.
Ooh, that could be quite good.
Yeah.
So that's the sort of thing like Odin, Thor, and what's the?
I wouldn't go off and say they're definitely going to be using.
Maybe the background. No. What's the one? What's the one that had that terrible movie adaptation with Angelina Jolie as the witch /
Oh, Beowulf.
Beowulf. You know, have Beowulf maybe a background for it.
Yeah.
But anyway, that is us. This has probably been a really long video. But again, E3, if it wasn't for Keanu Reeves and Square Enix, probably. Oh, and Devolver Digital. But Devolver Digital. I count Devolver Digital as separate from E3 because they count themselves separate from E3.
Well, they are there just to take the piss out of E3.
Yes.
That is literally all
that is their entire. Well, and the game industry as a whole.
Yeah.
But yeah, Devolver Digital. If we're going off like who won, Devolver Digital, plain and simply. They released an amalgamation of bootleg games of their games.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be actually very good. Because it's Devolver Digital. It's amazing. But yeah, Devolver Digital won E3. EA, even though they didn't actually have a conference, lost E3. Tied with Ubisoft.
Ubisoft decided to be the EA of this E3.
Yeah. I actually would give the title to both of them. Because both of them were terrible. I think the one saving grace for EA was they had the people who made Sims 4 and they were really excited.
Yeah, and Ubisoft, all they had was Watch Dogs Legion.
Which it didn't go into too much details. And they talked way too much for Ghost Recon.
Honestly, that is still mind boggles me as to why they did that.
And they had Sam Fisher in a mobile game, and no Splinter Cell.
They did say they were going to show Sam Fisher, and they did, which is why probably a lot of people are angry at them.
This is probably why they are so pissed at them. It's like, you
said we were going to see Sam Fisher. This is not what we meant.
This is not what we meant when we said we want to see Sam Fisher.
Oh, bless. Poor Sam Fisher. He deserves love.
He deserves a lot of love. Please, people, please send Sam Fisher a lot of love, since clearly Ubisoft do not love him. I think the biggest talking points are Keanu Reeves, Final Fantasy VII Remake, maybe the announcement for the remaster of the 8.
Yes.
Which is that was completely out of the blue. And the fact that Ubisoft had a conference and
for no reason
and showed neither Splinter Cell nor
they had a conference for nothing. For nothing. They had a conference for nothing.
Yeah. But that'll be it for us.
And Doom Eternal.
Doom Eternal looks absolutely amazing, and Bethesda didn't really apologise.
Of course they didn't. They tried to make a funny in-joke.
Yeah.
Get lost. Get out. You're not allowed to be in on the joke, Bethesda.
No, because you are the joke. But anyway, that'll be it for this video. thank you everyone who has watched to the end of it. We will see you all in another video.
Probably.
But for now, E3 for another year is done and dusted, and we will we'll probably talk about it next year.
Will we do something if there is a state of play?
We will watch.
If
I'm going to watch it. I'm definitely going to watch it. It may be depending on what they announce.
Yeah.
Because obviously last month, May, was when they dropped the first real stuff for Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yes.
And now it's the post E3 state of play, and I'm thinking they may have something. They may have watched E3 and gone.
I've got my fingers crossed. For Bloodborne 2. I've got it crossed. It's the same every year. Every year. Bloodborne 2.
They're not. From Software's working on that Judge R. Martin game. That's what they're doing.
They might have done this in the background.
It's from Software.
Might be a different team.
It's from Software.
Might be a different team.
It's from Software.
A different team did Dark Souls 2?
The answer is no.
The answer is no. Not happening.
It's not happening. But anyway, thank you everyone for watching. We will again see you in other videos. Until then, toodles.
Bye now.